What are you doing in a boat, Jake?
I've been expecting you, nerd.
But how long were you here for?
Couple hours. Uh, Now you're probably wondering, Jake, why were you in a boat?
Yes, I am actually very curious on why you were in a boat.
Quite simple. It's about today's theme of the Fools Podcast.
God, that was the most cringiest intro we could have ever done in our entire lives.
No, I wouldn't go that far. We'll probably do something cringier later on.
Yeah, I will admit the Red Dead gunsman was bloody cringy. Hey, I'm Gunsman. I'm Marcus.
Hi, I'm Gunsman.
I forgot how it
In all
goes.
serious, yeah, I don't even know. In all seriousness, though, the plan for today, the theme, is you going on that cruise.
Yeah, I was out of town for 2.5 weeks. I went to Sydney, then I went on my cruise to New Zealand, and I came back to Sydney for a couple more days. Got home, got sick, still am a little sick, so I don't mind the sniffles and the coughs, but we're alright.
So I suppose we should get the obvious questions out of the way. How was it?
It was good, actually. It was life-changing, to say the least. Beautiful country. I can understand why now it is considered top 5 beautiful countries
Yeah?
in the whole entire world.
Fuck.
Way better than
That's
Australia.
New Zealand, right?
Yes. I only went to the Northern Ireland. Well, islands, I should say.
Yeah.
But what I've seen in the Northern Islands was absolutely gorgeous.
Sounds good.
So, this is going to be a little bit of a story, but if you have any questions halfway through, Jake, feel free to ask.
Sure.
But I should get started with day 1, when I went to Sydney.
Okay.
So, we were originally going to go to Sydney for a few days, well, 2 nights actually. But we wanted to go to the Royal Easter show that was going on in Sydney. So we stayed for 3 nights. We went there on Good Friday. While I was there, you know our show here in town. The Royal Easter show just easily makes that show look like a newborn.
Fuck.
Like, I was there for the full day, and I probably only went to like half of what was there. So, I did a racing simulator there. I wish I recorded it, but there were a couple of photos of me doing the racing simulator. I did V8 supercars around the Mount Panorama track. And then later that night, I did Formula 1 around Melbourne's Albert Park. I was going to do Silverstone, but I said, nah, we're going to go with Albert Park. Home country biased. So, throughout the day, I went on some of the rides, went on some of the roller coasters, went to some of the pavilions there, went to the show bag area. They had easily over 300 show bags in that room. It was absurd.
300.
There was easily over 300 show bags there.
Fuck. Were they shit ones? Like the ones we get? Or were they actually decent?
No, decent, good ones.
Fuck.
One of the Ferris wheels there, I forgot how high they actually said it was, but I think it was like 3 times as big as the Ferris wheel that we got. And the best part about that Ferris wheel, it was air conditioned.
That's good.
So when I went on the Ferris wheel with Sharon, she was so bloody scared. But no, she was pretty good with it in the end. I went to see my favourite NRL team, the Rabbitohs, take on the Bulldogs. It was a very close game, but the Rabbitohs did manage to win. I got a couple of videos I recorded like 20 videos, but most of them were just like halfway through the match, nothing was happening. So I only did the first try that they did, and then I did the last 30 seconds. I tried getting a sign from Latrell Mitchell. Unfortunately, couldn't. But then Saturday, did we do anything Saturday? I don't believe so. Sunday we did go to a very big restaurant that was like 3 stories tall. There was like a big casino on the second floor. There was multiple different like mini restaurants packed into a big restaurant on the first floor. And then there was some like time zone or something on the third floor. I think it was an arcade area, but I don't know if it's time zone or not.
Arcades are pretty cool. I went to one in no, it was in the Gold Coast when I was a kid. It was fuck, what was it? Time Zone. That's it.
Yeah, I went to the time zone in Surfers Paradise.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I had a good time.
And then Monday rolls around, which day of the cruise. We woke up around 7:30 in the morning, packed all of our things, got the circular quay, took a few photos of the harbour bridge and the opera house, and then we hopped on the cruise boat around 11ish. But we weren't allowed to our rooms until like 2 o'clock because they just had to like get some stuff out from the last cruise they did. And so we were just looking around. There was 14 floors, by the way, to this cruise ship. And I only went on like 5 of them because the rest of them were just meh. So we were on the second floor, me and my roommate Jason. What emote were you doing? I saw it at the corner of my eye. Oh god, not the wave again.
I did this one.
Oh, come along.
Continue.
So 2 o'clock finally rolls around. Got to our rooms. It was a very small room, no bigger than my room actually, at my place.
Oh wow.
There were 2 single beds. There was a bedside table. There was a drawer, a couple of cupboards, and then a mini bathroom, and that was it.
Fuck. Really?
Yeah. There was a TV as well, but the only channel I watched on it was a food channel. Because every other channel was like, meh. Actually, no, there was one channel, and it was like a map channel on where we were in the ocean, going to New Zealand. And
That's cool.
Me and Jason looked at that almost like every bloody morning and night we were about to go to sleep or when we woke up, just to see how close we were to New Zealand. Every day when they clean your room, they'll give you a animal from. They'll grab 2 towels and they'll like fold it, twist it, and make it into an animal. I believe the first day we got an elephant. We named it Dumbo. We got a crab as well. We named that Hermit. Then we got a dog. We named that Pluto. And I forgot what. Bloody. My dad, they got a swan in theirs.
Oh wow. I'm gonna keep listening. I'm just gonna mute for a bit.
No, all good. But yeah. Going back to Monday. Yeah, we were roaming around. We went up to the ninth floor where they had a Lido buffet. And it was around lunchtime, so there was like sausages, mashed potato, there was fries or chips as we like to call them. There was a bunch of different like lunchtime stuff. I would always have their sausage, mashed potato and chips. Their mashed potato was good, but they never mashed it properly. It was always still a little bit chunky. But it still tasted good. There was another thing that was really good, but I'm not gonna explain that till later. So we didn't really do much on Monday, so head to Tuesday now. We're still in the middle of the sea, so nothing to do in New Zealand. Unless we want to bloody fast travel, which I believe we don't have the technology to. Yet. So yeah, Tuesday morning rolls around, I go to the Lido buffet again. And there was scrambled eggs, there was eggs Benedict, there was bacon, sausages, French toast, pancakes, and I couldn't tell what one I wanted, so I went with a little bit of scrambled eggs, I went with an eggs Benedict, and here and there throughout the cruise I would have one French toast or one pancake with a little bit of hot syrup. Their scrambled eggs, I swear to God, man, the best I've ever tasted in my life. They were better than my scrambled eggs that I make at home. They were so good. I wish I was still on the cruise eating bloody scrambled eggs. Their eggs Benedict was also good. I loved it. French toast, amazing. Pancakes, I didn't actually overly mind, but it didn't taste overly too good. I still prefer homemade pancakes. So Tuesday, did some mini golf, did some bingo. Oh yeah, throughout the day there will be like different activities at different times on different parts of the ship. And every day there would be the same thing, like bingo. Bingo was always on at around 1 o'clock or something. And you could buy your bingo cards a few hours earlier. Or if you're a little bit late, you could buy it 30-40 minutes before the actual bingo show was on. And it was on floor 3 and 4, I believe. So, I did bingo. Every day for bingo there was like different prize pools. It was like, you could win $2,000. Next day you could win 2,500. Then you could win like 5,000. Unfortunately, never won it. Got close a few times. There was a bunch of different pubs on the cruise ship as well. There was one on floor 3, one on floor 4, one on floor 9, and I don't know if there was any more. There may have been one more that I'm forgetting. I mainly went to the one on floor 9, but my friend Morgan, he always went to the one on floor 4. But floor 4 was amazing. What else did we do? Yeah, lunchtime. Went to the Lido buffet again. Had a couple of their sausages, mash. And I did have a Guy's burger. I believe Guy was some sort of burger chef or something in America. He would go around to all these like small restaurants and he would like try out some of their foods. And he makes his own burgers, I believe, which not too bad, I guess. Then for dinner, went to a steakhouse. Best steak I'll ever have in my life, hands down. I had a medium rare steak. My God, it was amazing. Gordon Ramsay would have cried off this steak. It was amazing. Wednesday rolls around. Oh, yeah, no, it was our final day on the sea before New Zealand. Did the same things again. But this time went to the candy shop that was there. And they had my favourite candy, lemon sherbets. I love lemon sherbets so much. Haven't had them for years until that point. I was so happy. Didn't really do much. So yeah, Thursday rolls around and we got to New Zealand. We went to a small town there. I forgot the name of the town. But it was like a couple of streets, a couple of different pubs and corner shops, a couple of fish and chip shops as well. Pardon me. They had a park there. They had like, pardon me again. No, I'm burping. Oh yeah, they had like a couple like different souvenir shops at the park. Uh, did we have lunch there? Yeah, we had Burger King for lunch. And then I tested out Australia's greatest question. Is the meat pies from New Zealand better than an Australian one? I say no. But dang, they were good as well. There was a hill there, so me and Renee, we climbed up it, and it was the steepest hill I've ever climbed in my life. I was puffed out. I was very unhealthy. I think I lost 20 kilos while going up that hill. But the view was amazing. I took a couple of photos up there. Went back down. Went to a local pub there. And they have pints of glasses. You know the little traditional cups we would usually get?
I think so, yeah.
These pints were like, I think 1.5 or 2 times the size, but still the same price as a traditional glass of schooner we get here. So I had their ginger beer. That was pretty good. Didn't really ever do much afterwards. We went back on the cruise ship. Friday rolls around. We're in another, well, I wouldn't call it a small town, but it was bigger than the town we live in. Yeah, just the same thing. There was a few more shops and shit. What did we do there? We were there. Oh yeah, we did a bloody tourist transit-like thing. We're on like some sort of train bus sort of thing. It was like a train, but it was allowed to like drive on the road. So I don't know what we call like a bus or a train or a... It wasn't a tram because they're also on rails. Well, this one was like driving on the road. Anyways, yeah, they took us around the town, showed us a few of their like historic events. Like they had a massive earthquake there back in like the early 1900s that wiped out a lot of the town, but actually helped them out because half the town was actually close to going underwater, but because the elevation was going up, not even half the town was underwater anymore. It was like only 2% of the land was now underwater. So then they built a massive farm on those grasslands, built more shops. But yeah, after that we went back to the ship because we couldn't really do much there because we're only there for like 5 hours and then they had to take off.
And then what, were you guys coming back already?
No.
Oh.
Saturday. We're in
What day is it?
Auckland. Today's story is now Saturday. We're in New Zealand's capital city, Auckland.
Okay.
I wanted to go to their Sky Tower because I wanted to experience the All Blacks experience. It was All Blacks is a rugby team for New Zealand, and they have like a bunch of like different activities there, a bunch of different like simulators. But with the package also came the Sky Tower. It was 150-meter tall tower. But a couple of our friends didn't want to go up the tower, so we just ignored that and we went on. They took us around like half of Auckland, but there was one area we wanted to go to. I forgot what it was called exactly. But they had like different like, I think it was like a military area. It was like bunch of different like military things, and so the bus stopped and all of us got up, and because it was a double-decker bus as well, we're on the second floor, so we all took a step, but the bus driver was like, nah, screw this, and then he takes off. He didn't even look to see if anyone was getting off. He just takes off, and all seven of us almost went flying forwards, bowling all of us over. It was the funniest thing in the world.
Sounds like a lawsuit.
But we all sat back down very quickly before we got all tumble over. But we were all annoyed. Because we actually wanted to go there and he only stopped for like 2 seconds. Went back to our first bus stop that we caught the bus on and looked around the city there. We went to a mall that was there and there was a Magic the Gathering shop. But they didn't allow cash. And I saw this perfect Fallout deck that I could have used for Magic. And it only costed like $79. And we had over $500 to spend there. I was like, oh yeah, could get this.
In cash.
And then we looked at the sign, it was like, no cash allowed, and we're like, shit. But yeah, there was another card shop that was there. It was like, we found like a Skyrim Monopoly one.
That's cool.
And then there was like a proper Skyrim board game that I found, well, Dad found actually. That looked awesome. So we went to a local Chinese shop that was there. I tried eating with chopsticks. I couldn't, but I got the hang of it.
It's easy.
Yeah, it is easy.
I self-taught myself on how to do it.
But I couldn't like properly get a grip on any of the food, so I just ate it with a fork in the end.
Oh, yeah.
But hey, I picked up a couple of honey chicken. We also had fried rice. There was also like sweet pork. There was a couple of different things. But dang, they tasted delicious. Then we went to a Starbucks that was there. I'm sorry to say, but Starbucks coffee in New Zealand, not US, in New Zealand is mid. I'm not saying it's shit, but I'm not saying it's good. Mostly because of the price.
Just checking, we've been recording this whole time, right? Like, you didn't mess up or anything. Like, good.
No.
Because I'm like, bro, imagine if you weren't, like, that one time.
The last time we recorded a full podcast, we couldn't hear Alan because his settings were wrong. And we recorded
So,
that,
like, we
minutes?
asked a question, and we just stare at him blankly, and there's just no response.
No, Alan, how's your day? Oh yeah, that's good, Alan. Oh yeah, Alan, my day was good, yeah.
It looks like we're slowly going insane. It's like do you know the that Croods meme where it's like me to the shadowy figure when it says to kick the baby? And it's like just nothing there. It's like in a minute.
Me when I stare at the corner of my room, the ghost on the other side of the room. What the hell is he looking at? So after we had Starbucks, went back on the cruise ship. Sunday roll. No. Yeah, Sunday. Yeah, Sunday roll. Wasn't Monday. Fuck.
I think it was Sunday.
Well, anyways. Last stop of the New Zealand cruise. Went to the Bay of Islands. There was like a bunch of like different mini towns on a bunch of these different islands. We only went to 2 of them though. But there was over 120 different islands there, I believe. But there was only 3 that I could see. But behind the islands were a bunch of different islands. And apparently, there was a bunch of dolphins around there, but I didn't get to see any of them. A bunch of the different activities you could do were amazing. Like, you could do like a 15-minute helicopter ride. Which I actually wanted to do, but it was over $250. So we decided next time.
No, just build your own helicopter from scratch and use that. What could go wrong?
I wonder.
Surely there's probably a YouTube video out there on how to do it. Let's be honest.
And then yeah, their ice cream. On the second island we went to, oh my god, that was better than 49 flavors. I'm just
Did you
saying.
get a vanilla and strawberry on top in a
No,
cone?
no, I
Oh,
grabbed a cup. It was like a Turkish delight rum or something, and I got like
what? That actually sounds amazing.
it is. And I had a cookies and cream one, and that was
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
The only
But
reason I asked that, the vanilla and strawberry, is because I had a dream last night where I went to a place where they sell ice creams and I got vanilla and strawberry on top.
but imagine I did though.
Oh yeah, that'd be cooked.
Yeah, the first one we were at, we went to a fish and chip shop there, and I was expecting like a very strong Kiwi accent. It wasn't that strong though, but the way they say fish and chips over there is pretty weird. But you get used to it very quick. They say fish and chips.
I think I want to make you in about that.
Yeah,
I think
we got
Fade
there.
told me that.
Yeah, we got there and it was like, all right, it was like, all right, what would you like? And I was like, oh yeah, I'll just have the fish and chips. Like, yeah, fish and chips, yeah. And I was giggling to myself, like, oh, the way they say it, it's so amazing. Um, so after spending half the afternoon there, yep, my cops are coming back now. Went back on the cruise, and then it was the same thing on the way back, but there was deal or no deal. I didn't go to it, but there was a lot of prizes to be won, and I did wish I bought a card now. But apparently it was a lot more different than the one that we see on TV where someone stands in front of a crowd and picks a bunch of like different numbered briefcases and crap. It was like chance based. It's like you grab a card, there's like 30 different numbers on it, and then the hoster he'll be like say a bunch of like different numbers and crap. Like yeah, deal or no deal. Or just deal or no deal on the cruise ship was kind of like it, like the numbers based. But I expected it's like, oh, if you buy like a card or something, that's like your ticket on your chance of being upstage in front of all these people, and then you have to like pick 1 to 30. I wasn't like that.
Okay.
So then the next day was the last full day. I wanted to make it count. So guess what I do? I sleep for half the day. True
What a
story.
joke.
True story. I wanted to wake up around 7 in the morning and experience the full day. I woke up at 9 o'clock, which ain't too bad. But my dad and older friends were at a breakfast restaurant, and I woke up a little bit late, so I rushed down there just in time to have a breakfast. Had a couple of scrambled eggs, eggs Benedict, French toast, the same tradition. And then, yeah, throughout the whole day, it was just like, oh, I want to sleep. No, don't sleep, Marcus, don't sleep. Then it got to like 2 in the afternoon, and then I slept, and then I woke up at like 5 in the afternoon. I was like, oh, shit, I've missed like 3-4 hours now. And they had deal or no deal on again, and I was like, no, I missed that as well. Oh yeah, I did forget one thing. Every night, aside from the night we went to a steakhouse, we went to a restaurant. We always get the same table and the same waiters, and we became like massive friends with these waiters. Man, these guys are so nice to us. I'm surprised they didn't
That's
slap us
always good. That's
silly.
always good.
I'm surprised they didn't slap us silly for the amount of stupidity we would say. Nah. Every night I would always test out their same dessert. And the way they do it, you could have 2 entrees or entries, or you could have 2 desserts. It had to be one or the other. You couldn't have 2 entries and 2 desserts. You had to have one or the other. Or you didn't have to, of course. You could just have one of everything. So, entry, main, and then dessert. But every time that I had a dessert, it would always be a chocolate melting cake. And the first night, it wasn't that melting. Second, third, fourth night wasn't that melting. The 5th night, it was pretty melty. But it wasn't that melty. And then on the very last night, on the 10th night, I was like, alright, Mr. Waiter, because it's our last night, could you make it extra melty for all of us, please? So I'll see what I can do. I'll ask the chefs. It's like, yeah, alright. So, had our entrees, had our main meals, then it got to the dessert time. Yeah, they brought it out. It's like, oh, I hope this is melty. I cut through the cake, and oh my god. It turned into a bloody mud bath in there. It was like, yeah, that's melty, alright.
But also, isn't there like not a lot of reception for your phone all the time?
No, there's no reception in the middle of the ocean. You have to buy an internet package, which you could do for one day, or you could do for the whole cruise. I bought it a couple of times, but that was it.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Because I wanted to save my money on the alcohol I was going to get.
Hey, yeah.
I actually got scared while I was in New Zealand, because I thought their legal age was 21. So I was like, oh, I'm not going to be able to drink alcohol there. Oh, no.
Yeah, because you're only fucking 25, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm definitely 25. Yeah, definitely. Oh, yeah. More coughing coming up. Oh, jeez. But yeah, like, I believe, yeah, I added him on Facebook. There was like 3 different ways we can only add one of them because both the other 2 didn't have Facebook or the other one didn't use it. And I forgot how scary the sounds in this game were. So, Jake, do you have any
clear the
questions?
weather. No, I don't actually. I reckon it's pretty. I reckon it's pretty cool.
There will
Definitely
be a
would
next
want to go
time.
with you.
There will definitely be a next subject.
Aren't me and the Alan Jallens coming with you next time?
Yes. Me, you, and Alan have to go on the next cruise together.
Yeah.
Hopefully next year, maybe?
Question mark?
Should do a cruise podcast video on the cruise ship, mate.
Oh yeah!
Season 3.
Bro, we're
coming
gonna
out.
turn it into Call of Duty Modern Warfare too.
Well, no, obviously, tried to do episode 1 last time, but that failed, so. And I thought it was a very great video too, actually. But it looks like season 2, episode 1's actually going to be this video.
Cringe. But fair enough.
Whereas episode 2, guys, it will be.
Electric Boogaloo.
Do we want to reveal what episode 2 is going to be, or just wait? What are you pointing at? He left. Well, since Jake's no longer here, I'll destroy all of his stuff. Nah, I would never do that. Anyway, guys, well, I get. That's the most creepiest thing ever. But for real, Jake, do we want to reveal what episode 2 is going to be about, or do we want to wait?
No, it's gonna be a surprise.
Alright, and this time, guys, no, it's not going to take more than a week to upload another episode of the Fools Podcast.
It's gonna
doing
take
this-
4.
It's going to take 4 weeks to upload episode 2.
Technically 3, but yes.
Alright, I'm going to try and do these as fast as possible. I can't guarantee what dates, but hopefully they're all going to be within a week of each other. Hopefully episode 2 comes out by the end of this week. So, in saying that, Jake, would you like to say anything to the audience? Because you haven't barely spoken at all this episode.
See you later, guys. Thank you for coming. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you had a good time. We plan on doing another Fools Podcast episode really soon. We also plan to do some more gaming videos hopefully soon. Eventually doing part 2 of Batman Telltale, so stay tuned for that.
Yes.
Don't forget to check out. Don't forget to check out my channel, Silverware Gaming, if you want.
Yes.
I haven't posted for a little bit, but I plan on posting some ARC videos soon. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.
Alright. Thank you
Toodaloo.
Thank you for the outro, Jake. But now it's time for me to do the outro.
Well, you know what? It's